What's up, world? What's up, Zion? It's Prince Easy coming at you again, once more, on this fine day here. And of course, I do have a couple slides as usual, right? That I want to share with you, right? And of course, I want to issue a disclaimer, a fair use disclaimer for the material that's going to be shared here in this here video. So, yeah, let's get to it, right? So, in case I didn't express it enough, this is why. Well, again, this goes against your plan. That's why this is not gonna be a reality, not any day soon. Yeah, the last I heard was they had, I don't know, 700 million on the table. And of course, all of these CEOs and stuff, right? Just don't use that stuff. You know, me personally, never had an engagement with these traditional AIs that we're having here, ChatGPT and Meta, and nah. I Google stuff, it gives me a AI insert, right? That's what I usually most, but I don't go looking out for AI or anything like that, right? Because again, like any of these modern tools, right, they make you stupider, right? I have seen it within myself also, right? Especially when it comes to writing, right? The more we transition to typing, you're gonna find out that writing is being changed actively right now. It's being changed, right? Because again, there is no single English, right? Even if that was to be an example, right? And of course, I just find myself, forgetting how certain words that I usually use are written. Why? Because when I tap into my keyboard, before I even finish the word, it appears. Right? So yeah, moderation with these tools. Yeah, gotta be kidding me. I have a theory with the sun. I'm gonna show you when the sun comes around again. Well, brothers and sisters, you should not. This don't engage in stupidity. Please have some self-respect as a news channel and actually be productive. Right? That sister that you're talking about, she's an idiot. Then why are you giving her the time while she's obviously an idiot? Like, seriously. Is this like clickbaiting or something? You have to recognize 2.2k people viewed this video. What if you told these 2.2k people something productive for the African people, for the melanated people? Wasting airtime, right? Yeah, people are pretty sharp, you know. Just here to give you what is going on, right? So this and that. And then we have this, right? The sun at this point, I think AI is doing all the work. Right? Or are they having a laugh, right? First they say Putin has a weapon that could wipe out memories, right? And now, cannibalism. Wow. This AI is turn a nigga. Huh? See from a mile away. So what? Do you think the Russian army will just buckle because of the death of one general? Like, what is the strategic advantage of this? Like, I'm trying to find out. Than to cause a retaliation against you, to ruin the Florida. It's a loop. This stupidity that you keep doing. And you'll pay. Yeah. Hey, India, have you heard this? Huh? It is. Hmm? Or Denmark. Hmm? Yeah. So again, these are the early signs that there are gonna be a lot of false flags over there in Europe, right? Because this regime, its very existence is its people, right? Again, like I said, when the people leave, what remains is just the agenda, the conspiracy, and they do not want that to happen. So yeah, Europe, your countries are gonna burn, believe me, right? Okay, let's first make one thing clear, right? When a person say a certain event was a false flag, it does not mean that people did not lose their life or undermining anything such. No, it means that it's a conspiracy, right? It's a conspiracy. That's what it means, right?
Well. I survived October 7th. I lived in Israel the last 13 years. Came here only 2 weeks ago. Really, nigga? To work in the Jewish community to fight anti-Semitism, to fight this bloodthirsty, ravaging hatred. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here.
He had the nerve even to share the pictures and stuff. Here's another funny one I saw.
Children. Yeah. Good. Where's my money? You get it when the job's done. If I don't get my money, I'm releasing those files on you. Well, I got files on you too, bitch. Your Majesty, there's a riot in the town square. Yes, and there's a riot every week. They're criticizing the Jews. That's anti-centric. So what? You can't handle a little criticism. I like money. And if they start questioning what we're doing with those kids, we'll lose our money. You're right. Money is more important than integrity. I'll take care of it. We will not tolerate any criticism of the juice in my magical kingdom. The juice is our greatest ally. If you criticize him, we will cut out your tongues and publicly execute you by way of Gregory. Can we criticize Jesus? Yes, that is encouraged. Cut your hair, you fairy. Where are the juice files? You mean the hoax files? Are we still talking about that?
I saw the juice take kids into the tunnels. Where are they? What have you done with them?
Fake news. That's fake news and very anti-citrus. Are you criticizing the juice?
No, I'm just asking questions.
Questioning the juice, our greatest ally, is banned in my kingdom. Seize the ferret. But please no. We don't question our friends. question the juice. That's anti-citrus. We will make an example of this rodent. At noon on the morrow, it will be executed. Let this be a lesson to you all.
Before we leave.
Did you know that Jesus' resurrection was actually recorded in ancient Chinese culture? This is shocking because this was thousands of miles away from Jesus and they had no way to communicate. Watch this.
It's dated 31 AD. Translated, it reads, Summer, 4th month of the year on the day of Ren Wu. The imperial edict reads, Yin and Yang, darkness and light, have mistakenly switched, and the sun and the moon were eclipsed. Sins of all the people are now on one man. Pardon is proclaimed to all under heaven. The Chinese had no idea about Jesus in 31 AD. No Christian missionary would have gone to China because Jesus had just died. There weren't any Christian missionaries. And yet in their soul, in their spirit, they recorded this incredible statement in their history of the latter Han dynasty. And in their soul, they said there's this mysterious, unexpected darkening of the sun. Sins of all the people are upon one man. Pardon is proclaimed to all under heaven. They didn't know what they were writing. And it says here in the Annals number 18 of Gui Hai, eclipse on the day of Gui Hai, man from heaven died. They had no idea what they were writing. But the Holy Spirit would have spoken to those Chinese astronomers and the emperor, and in their soul, in their heart, sensed that this unexpected darkening that lasted for 3 hours had something to do with a man in heaven dying, from heaven dying, and pardon for the sins of the world. The Bible tells us it was about the 6th hour and there was darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour. 3 days later, the Chinese recorded a rainbow that encircled the sun like a halo. During the reign of Emperor Guangwu on the day of Bin Yin of the 4th month of Jianwu, a halo, a rainbow encircled the sun. And that's found in the history of the latter Han, Annals number 18. The ancient Chinese recorded the date of Christ's birth, the date of his death, and the date of his resurrection.
When Jesus died and resurrected, there was a shift in the spiritual realm that everyone saw. There's no way that without the Holy Spirit telling these people that they would know. What are your thoughts? Let me know below.
I want to know how much of this history is out there.
So there's a lot of crazy conspiracy theories. I don't want to go down any tasteless rabbit holes. But David, if you could explain, why was there a mattress in the tunnels and what is this stain? A lot of folks are wondering, is this stain feces?
No, it's not feces.
What is
It is blood, and basically
Oh,
we did rituals. I said that before. There were some rituals that we do in the tunnels, and sometimes the rituals might involve someone who recently died, and we'll bring him down there, and we're trying to do a ritual to bring back the Messiah, which is a sheer sin. It's more like it's not something spoken about, okay? But you can understand me, just like other religions or something.
So let's proceed. Again, just another trend, right? All of this immigration and racism, it's gonna change and break nations. Why? Huh? Alleged. I think the documents would prove if they are alleged or not, right? Bilateral. Now, Zelensky had to intervene, right? Because it was getting out of hand, some people suggested. Zelensky said that Macron had raised the issue of further steps in the event that the US fails to stop Russia. Wow. I told him, and I repeat this openly once again, we must fight for the United States of America. Yeah, They came in hot, you know, calling him daddy and stuff, you know. It was creepy and still is creepy. But this is something even, not even creepy, but dark. Okay? We must fight for a format in which we are together with all of our allies, with America as a mediator and with Europe allies supporting us. Right? So no deviation, right? Such behavior is not acceptable. This year, Putin has achieved only very limited progress, minimal territorial gains, less than 1% of Ukrainian territory compared with the beginning of the year. And according to our estimates, up to 1.1 million people on the Russian side have been killed or wounded. This is horrific. But this is the situation we're dealing with. That's what Rutte said. He added that the US president who took office on January and whose arrival was associated with high hopes for ending the war is absolutely committed to this issue. He is focused on ending this war. He's the only one who has been able to bring Putin to the negotiation table, and the only one who can ultimately force, again, that language, force him to make peace. I respect him greatly for this. Wow, that's some proper gaslighting. Eh? And he's just being honest, right? It's just being honest. Again, if the said adjustments were made, right, and the rhetoric of Zelensky and Rutte here is maintained, right, in the statement where they say force him, or as Zelensky said, well, let's find it. Have I lost it? No. Yes. Let's proceed. But again, force. That's what they know, and that's what they have been doing. Well, Paris does not sleep. Now they are throwing out gang theft out in public like that. After they got hit, they lost, and now this is even worse, right? Because I've seen the footage of these videos of these areas, rather, right? And they were basically just an evacuation. The cleanup job will be so massive. Let's just say that. Yeah, I was looking for this one here, right? In the event that the US fails to stop Russia, right? Russia is the one that needs to be stopped. So again, let's keep our eyes open, right? And we shall see and we shall hear what comes out of this whole ordeal. Okay, so anyway, let me not go on for long. I'm gonna put a pin on it right there, and we are gonna see or hear each other when we hear each other. Yeah, Prince Easy signing out. Love you. Bye.